committee to find the reason for the crash. The National Disaster Management Centre has decided to suspend camping in forest reserves and jungle areas temporarily.
This decision has been taken with the aim of controlling wildfires and fire-related accidents in jungle areas erupted due to prevailing dry weather. The Disaster Management Centre says relevant district administration officers and district committees have been informed regarding this matter. Dry weather condition prevails from end of July to November every year. The Disaster Management Centre says excessive heat is prevailing during this period this year. It has been reported that some persons deliberately lit fires in the jungle areas for numerous areas. 53 such incidents have been reported from the Hambantota, Polonnaruwa, Kandy, Badulla, Nuwara, Matale, Ratnapura and Monoragala districts during the past 2 weeks. The Disaster Management Centre says that 99% of these incidents were due to human activities. Director General of the Disaster Management Centre, Major General Sudhanta Ranasinghe, says that wildfires in Sri Lanka occur due to illegal activities of several individuals with the intention of hunting animals and to destroy forests. He pointed out that such activities are disastrous for the country and steps have been taken by relevant authorities with the Criminal Investigation Department to take actions on individuals who are voluntarily causing wildfires. He further said with regards to Sri Lankan climate and humidity that there is no probability for wildfires to occur naturally. A wildfire at the Aladakanda in Badulla lasted 2 days, destroying a land extent of 40 acres. Some people lit fires in forest areas to hunt animals and just to have fun. A fire erupted last evening in the Ratmale Natural Forest Reserve in Min area. It has so far destroyed about 30 acres of jungle area. A huge environmental damage is caused in Vaunia and other surrounding areas due to fires erupted in the Irattiperikulam, Bogasweva and Galkandema areas last night. An area of over 300 acres was caught fire due to these incidents. Vaunia District Secretary P.A. Sarachandra requests the public not to light fires close to forest areas. Another fire erupted last night in the Poonagalam Mountain Reserve has spread in a vast area. It is reported that the fire spreads rapidly due to dry weather and windy condition. It is suspected that a person has set fire into the forest reserve.
UN Food and Agriculture Organization has granted 8,360 metric tons of urea fertilizer to Sri Lanka under the financial assistance given by Japan. This urea fertilizer is to be distributed among 228,000 small-scale farmers. The stock of urea fertilizer was handed over to the Minister of Agriculture Mahinda Amaravira today by the chief envoys of the Japanese embassy, Katsuki Kotaro. This stock of fertilizer will be distributed among farmers who have cultivated less than a hectare in the northern and eastern provinces and in the Kurunegala district. Minister Mahinda Amaravira said that the grant offered by the Japanese government will be distributed among the small-scale farmers in the country. A 50-kilogram pack of urea fertilizer will be given to each farmer hectare totally free. The Fertilizer Corporation has already started delivering the urea stocks to all districts in the country.
The Consumer Affairs Authority says that the Gazette notification issued banning the rice and paddy suitable for human consumption to be utilized for manufacturing animal feed will be valid further notice. Chairman of the Consumer Affairs Authority, Attorney at Law Shantani Riela, says that stern legal action will be taken against the persons who use paddy to prepare rice and animal feed. Chairman of the Consumer Affairs Authority, Attorney at Law Shantani Riela, says that the authority will inform the rice and paddy producers, storekeepers and traders not to use rice or paddy suitable for human consumption directly or indirectly to prepare animal food. The order number 84 issued by the authority in connection is further valid and any person violating the order will be punished accordingly. Iran President Ibrahim Raisi says that his country is ready to share its potentials with friendly countries like Sri Lanka.
He said so when he met Sri Lankan Foreign Minister Ali Sabri in Tehran this morning. The meeting between Minister Ali Sabri and the Iranian president was held this morning. The Iranian president said that Sri Lanka-Iran relations are growing positively since the inception of the Islamic Revolution in Iran. They also focused attention to promote relations between the two countries. Matters relating to economies of both countries were also discussed. Minister Ali Sabri said that Sri Lankan president and the people congratulates the development goals achieved by Iran. Minister Ali Sabri also held talks with the Iranian Foreign Minister Hossein Amir Abdullahian at his ministry. They pointed out the need to enhance trade, science, tourism and cultural relations between Iran and Sri Lanka. Iran media has reported that new agreements should be signed between the two countries and existing agreements should be properly implemented. Minister Ali Sabri also said that Sri Lanka has focused special attention to tap Iranian market for Ceylon tea products.
My dear brother, colleague, Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Islamic Republic. That's a great way of looking at the whole thing, not playing into.
A meeting between Minister Ali Sabri and the governor of the Iranian Central Bank, Mohammad Reza Farzin, was also held in Tehran. Minister Ali Sabri thanked the Iranian government for the support extended by Iran to Sri Lanka's debt restructuring program with the IMF.
Prime Minister Dinesh Gunawardena says that the Umayya hydropower project that adds 120 megawatts to the national grid will be implemented soon. The Prime Minister made this remark when he met the Iranian ambassador Hashim Ashjadeh at the Temple Trees. The power generated in this plant is scheduled to be transmitted to Badullah and to be added to the national grid there. The Iranian ambassador expressed his satisfaction for the implementation of an agreement to barter Sri Lankan tea for Iranian crude oil. The agreement will be effective from next month. The Prime Minister also appreciated the support extended by Iran to Sri Lanka during the economic crisis and to implement some development projects. Prime Minister Secretary Anura Dissanayake and several others were present at this meeting.
Stay with us. We'll be back with more local news soon after a break.
Prima Kutumi, Fantamai.
Welcome back to the news, and we're still on local news. An acting president for the appeal courts and a judge were sworn in today before President Ranil Wickremesinghe. Appeal Court Judge Sobhita Rajakaruna was sworn in as the President of Appeal Court. Meanwhile, High Court Judge MCB Sanjeeva Morais was sworn in as the Appeal Court Judge. The swearing-in ceremony was held at the President's office. President Secretary Samaneka Naika was also present at this occasion. Minister of Environment Nazir Ahmed says several plastic items will be banned within the next 2 weeks.
The minister further says that a national policy on the management of electric and electronic waste will also be introduced. Accordingly, plastic garlands, single-use plastic spoons, forks and plastic straws will be prohibited. The minister added that the 5th Forum of the Environmental Ministers and Authorities in the Asia-Pacific region will be held in Colombo from the 3rd to the 6th of October. It will be organized by the Ministry of Environment in collaboration with the UN Environmental Conservation Program. The minister pointed out that this will also pave way to have discussed the environmental problem prevailing in the Asia-Pacific region.
International Book of Records has recorded the name of a 3-year-old girl, Sendil Kumar Pravishna, living in Kottagala as a child with special memory. She is able to name a list of 40 world leaders looking at their photographs within a short period. Pravishna's father, Senthil Kumar, is an employee at the post office, while her mother is a teacher in Dimula Tamil Mahavidyalaya. Pravishna was born on the 26th of December 2019. She has an outstanding memory since her infancy. She has participated in competition through internet to name the world leaders. The girl was felicitated by the Kottakkala Businessmen's Association. She participated in the Vanakkam Netra program this morning in the Netra channel of the national television.
Nelson Mandela, Indira Gandhi, Service, Ambedkar, Abraham Lincoln, Abdul Kalam, Kim Jong.
State Minister Sivanasathurai Chandrakanthan then assured the people of the South that they need not be concerned about the views expressed by politicians from the North and East regarding the 13th Constitutional Amendment. Addressing the news conference held at the Presidential Media Centre today under the theme Collective Path to a Stable Country, the Minister emphasized that the challenges faced by the Tamil people can only be resolved through mutual trust and understanding between all parties involved. State Minister Sivanasathurai Chandrakanthan said that when the 13th Amendment was proposed, current President Wickremesinghe was a member of that cabinet. Hence, he expressed confidence that President Ranil Wickremesinghe will offer a fair and comprehensive solution to address the concerns of everyone through the 13th Constitutional Amendment. The State Minister further said President Ranil Wickremesinghe is actively working to implement the 13th Amendment, which aims to address power-sharing issues in the country. Recently, he called for an all-party conference inviting representatives from Parliament to gather their perspectives on the matter. He expressed confidence that the current President, who was part of the cabinet that introduced the 13th Amendment Bill, will propose a lasting solution to the power-sharing matter. While some political leaders in the South expressed concerns that power-sharing may lead to the division of the country, leaders from the North and East demand that provincial council elections should take place first, followed by complete power-sharing. Recognizing the seriousness of both viewpoints, the Minister emphasized the importance of conducting constructive decisions with moderate approach to find a suitable solution for the country's progress. The State Minister assured the Sinhalese people in the South that they need not fear the extreme views expressed by representatives from the North and East, as these opinions are often driven by political motives. He stressed that the problem can be resolved through trust and mutual understanding, calling for cooperation from the media to foster such confidence. Despite the economic crisis affecting fund allocation, the State Minister remains committed to road development, utilizing the available funds allocated for his ministry. However, as this is not sufficient to meet the road development requirements, he said looking ahead, the ministry has ambitious plans for future development, including investments from foreign sources. Meanwhile, he highlighted key sectors targeted for growth includes manufacturing, tourism zones, export cultivation, fish farming and local grain cultivation. The State Minister paid particular focus on improving cashew cultivation in the eastern province. For this purpose, unused government land will be utilized and efforts are already underway to attract foreign investments to support the project.
Several political parties conducted their electoral meetings yesterday. The Jaila electoral meeting of the National People's Power was held under the patronage of the party leader Anrukumara Dissanayake. Leader of the National People's Power Anrukumara Dissanayake said that there cannot be two separate laws for the rich and poor. There should be only one law for the citizens. He further added that National People's Power will create the platform where all citizens, regardless of their income status, be governed by one law. The Samagi Power program of the Samagi Janabalavegya was held in Maharagama yesterday. Opposition leader Sajith Premadasa said that any government would not be able to stop any natural disaster, although a government should be able to do an efficient management. The estimates done by the Weather Department is known by every individual, but the issue at present is the result of the mismanagement of remaining water level. The United National Party Kalmune electoral meeting was held yesterday with the participation of a large crowd. General Secretary of the United National Party, Palitha Range Bandara, said that while the President Ranil Wickremesinghe was the Prime Minister, Minister and Parliamentarian, he shared the view of the unity and living harmoniously. Range Bandara further said that SJB leader divided the party, but the President Ranil Wickremesinghe united the party.
A display of training in utilizing drone technology in the agricultural sector was held in Suryaweva area this morning. The objective of the drill is to introduce new technology for the progress of agricultural sector in the island. The drill has been organized by the Agro-Tech Dissemination Institute that comes under the Skill Development Council of the agricultural sector. This display was performed by the second batch of the drone pilot course conducted by the Skill Council. Aim of this course is to train drone pilots with high-quality technical training in order to obtain their skills for modern agriculture. Special training on agro-tech apps and smart cultivation apps are given to new trainees.
The operation started to take a wild elephant named Chandi in Galgamu area to another area was temporarily suspended. Today, it has been reported that the wildlife officials who engaged in this mission have also withdrawn from the area. This mission was started last Friday to capture the single tusker and dispatched to another area. This animal has been shifted to another area 3 times. However, the elephant returned to its native area, Galgamu, in all these instances. People in the area and many animal rights activists and environmentalists have expressed their displeasure to remove this elephant from this native land. It has been reported that even the eyesight of this animal is very weak. The national television pointed out that through the news telecast that this elephant does not cause any harm to human beings. The national television has received a video coverage to substantiate this matter. Stay with us for the very latest from Pakistan's train accident coming next.
Prima Kutumi, Pantamai.
Foreign media reports that at least 30 people have been killed and 100 injured when a train derailed in southern Pakistan. Several carriages of the Hazara Express overturned near Sahara railway station in Nawazpur, about 275 kilometers from the largest city, Karachi. Wounded passengers were moved to nearby hospitals. Accidents on Pakistan's antiquated railway system are not uncommon. Videos posted on social media showed dozens of people at the site of the accident, with some passengers climbing out of the overturned carriages. Railway Minister Saad Rafiq said initial investigation showed the train was travelling at normal speed and they were trying to establish what led to the derailment. He added that this accident should be the result of a mechanical fault or sabotage.
Syrian state media reports that 4 Syrian soldiers were killed and another 4 wounded in an Israeli missile attack near the Syrian capital Damascus yesterday. The state news agency Sana said the attack caused some material damage and that the missiles had targeted some points in the vicinity of the city of Damascus, but gave no specific details. Syrian air defenses intercepted the Israeli missiles and shot down some of them, the military source told Sana. However, Israeli military declined to comment on this latest encounter. The Syrian Observatory for Human Rights, a war monitor, said it had documented 2 additional fighters killed in the strikes that were members of the non-Syrian militias aligned with Damascus.
Devastating floods triggered by torrential rains have caused the death of at least 3 people in Slovenia, with estimated damage of 500 million euros. Prime Minister Robert Golob said that floods last week were the biggest natural disaster in the small Alpine nation's history. Prime Minister said road and energy infrastructure were hit particularly hard, as well as hundreds of homes and other buildings. Thousands of people have been forced to evacuate their homes and many had to be rescued by helicopters or firefighters in boats. Slovenia's army had joined the relief effort, with troops reaching cut-off areas in the north to help. 2/3 of the territory in the country, home to 2 million people, were affected, the Prime Minister said.
Foreign media reports thousands of scouts at an international event in South Korea are being evacuated from a campsite due to an incoming tropical storm. Several countries, including the United Kingdom, had already left, blaming high temperatures and poor sanitary conditions at the camp. Matt Hyde, Scouts Chief Executive of the United Kingdom, said that he felt let down by the organisers and UK activities have been sent back years. Attended by more than 40,000 young people from 155 countries, the World Scout Jamboree has been plagued by problems from the very start. Hundreds had fallen ill amid 35 degrees Celsius heat, with Scouts from the UK among those affected by heat exhaustion. World Scout Jamboree organisers said yesterday that the South Korean government told them it was no longer safe to hold the event.
Terima kasih, Pantamai.
Australia won the World Championship Netball Tournament. This is the 12th occasion Australia became the World Netball Champions.
The tournament was held at Cape Town in South Africa with the participation of 16 leading teams. England and Australia have qualified for the final game. This was the first time England qualified for the finals. Australia became the champions, winning the final game 61 to 45 points. West Indies won the second T20 cricket match against India by 2 wickets. Meanwhile, India cricket Sachin Tendulkar has come to Sri Lanka on an invitation of Governor of the Sabaragamuwa province, Navin Dissanayake. Sachin Tendulkar engaged in a visit to schools in the Kegol district. He also played cricket with school children there.
Terima kasih, Pantamai.
And that's all the news we have for you tonight. Do join us tomorrow as well for the very latest, together with Sharon Mascrinis and Prashant De Silva. Good night.
காய்ச்சலால் வலிப்பு ஏற்படுவதற்கு என்ன காரணம்?
ஏதாவது ஒரு இடத்தில் கிருமி தொற்றல் ஏற்பட்டு தான் இந்த வலிப்பு ஏற்படுகிறது.
கர்ப்பகாலத்தில் ஏற்படுகின்ற இந்த நீரிழிவு வயசில் இருக்கிற குழந்தையை பாதிக்கக்கூடிய வாய்ப்புகள் ஏதாவது இருக்கிறது. அறிகுறிகள் இருக்கு, ஆனாலும் நிறைய பேருக்கு அது விளங்காது. அதிலிருந்து அவர் முற்றாக பழைய நிலைமைக்கு திரும்பக்கூடிய வாய்ப்புகள் இருக்கு.
முன்னம் இருந்த நிலைக்கு இயலுமானவரை கொண்டு வர பார்ப்போம்.
உடல் உள்ள பாதிப்புகள் தொடர்பான மருத்துவ ஆலோசனைகள், நிபுணத்துவம் வாய்ந்த மருத்துவர்களுடனான கலந்துரையாடல். சுகவாழ்வு பிரதி சனிக்கிழமை தோறும் பிற்பகல் 3 மணிக்கு.
இனிய மாலை இசை வரவேற்பு, இரவின் அழைப்பு. மியூசிக் கஃபே, சகவாழ்வின் சஞ்சாரம். ஞாயிறு மாலை 6 மணிக்கு நேத்ரா டிவியில்.
தேனருவி உங்கள் நெஞ்சை விட்டு அகலா திரையிசை பாடல்களை வழங்குகின்ற நிகழ்ச்சி பிரதி ஞாயிற்றுக்கிழமைகளில் பிற்பகல் 3 மணிக்கு உங்கள் நேத்ரா டிவியில்.